Hello Patrick, this is Karen. I'm just going to go through a few things on your WordPress admin setup to show you how I've set up the geoplaces template for you. Okay, the first thing to note is that at the top of the screen you had a problem with the title of the site running over the top of the search box. So all I've done to remedy that is on the back end I've gone into the general settings and I've just basically put a space in the middle of the site title so that it now splits into two lines. There are other options if you don't want to do that. You could have a professional logo made that would fit into this space and then you could upload that. That's up to you. Okay, so you'll notice on your front page that it's now displaying the map and it is centered on Delaware Valley. So I'll show you how I've done that. What you need to do is on your dashboard go down to the section marked geoplaces. You may have to use the little pull down arrow so that you can see it, and you need to go into manage city. So if you want to add a city, then you would do that here. I guess you're only going to be using one city. If you need to edit it, then you can go and just use the edit button there. So I've set the name of it to Delaware Valley and I filled in the latitude and longitude. Basically I got that off of another website, so if that's not quite correct you'll need to reset that in here. I've set the scaling factor to 14. That controls how close we see the map. So scaling factor of 1 shows you the whole world, whereas 19 is right down to street level, so 14 is probably about right. If you want to change that, just do that at any point. I've selected this as the default city, and now on the front page you will see that there are some categories at the moment, just restaurants showing in the corner here, and that enables the visitors to highlight what they want to see on the map. So what I've done is I've selected all of the categories that I want to give the option to on the map. Now if you don't want to show all of them, all you need to do is deselect them and pick the ones that you do, like say restaurants, shopping and nightlife, and just press submit and that will change that on the front page. Okay, so that's how to set up your map. Now what I've done is I have set up the categories for you, all of the ones that you mentioned in your private message. And if you go into the categories screen you can manage these and make any amendments. You can add new categories just by writing the name in here. Now you have got quite a lot of categories. What you may want to do is subdivide them into main categories and subcategories. If you need to do that, then for example you could make a parent category of, let's say, entertainment, and give that a parent of none. That means it will be a top level category. And then to put categories inside that, you would go to, for example, arts and entertainment, edit that category, and then you can give that the parent of entertainment. You can also add a description here if you want. And you'll then see that coming underneath the entertainment section. Now the reason I'm saying about using subcategories is because you'll notice across the top of your home page you haven't got a huge amount of space to put all the categories, certainly not enough to put all the categories that you want. Now at the moment I've just put restaurants on there, and the way to set that is in the geoplaces design settings. So click on design settings and you want to look for the navigation settings, and you want place categories for header navigation. So at the moment I've just selected restaurants because that's the only one that's actually populated, but you could also pick shopping and hotels. Okay, now because we haven't actually got any listings in those categories, they won't appear on the menu until you add something to them. So in terms of adding items to those categories, you do that as a post, and you do add new, give it a name. whatever it's going to be. Okay, I'm going to do an example. You don't need to write anything within the post area. You leave that alone completely. Select the correct category, so we'll put that in hotels. You can give your page title under Platinum SEO whatever you want to. If you have an image, and I would suggest that you add an image for all of your posts, then you would set that here. Do the set featured image. Okay, you'll need to do that through upload. Upload your file, and then in the normal WordPress way, just set that as the featured image for that post. Okay, and then you need to scroll down so you've got these geoplaces custom settings. So if you have a video to go with it, just put the URL code in there. And here's where you want to put the listing and address. So I'm going to pick some where that's in that area, so we'll be able to see it on the map. Here we go. So pop the listing address in there. If you have found the latitude and longitude, you put that under there. If you've got opening hours, you can put that in there. Contact information. Okay, there's a phone number here, so pop that in. Also, if there's a website address, email or whatever, you can put that under there and that will appear, so we'll not worry about any of that for now. If you're doing paid listings, then I guess you would put that under there as well, and the number of days that you want it to stay on for. And just click publish, and that's it. Okay. Now hopefully if we go to the front page, that should now be showing on the categories. Okay, so that now has come up, hotels and travel. The reason it's not showing on the map is because we haven't yet added that category. So we'll go back and do that. I do think with this theme you will be going back and forth quite a lot while you're doing the initial setup. So we go back to Manage City and go to Edit, and we'll pick that hotels and travel as well. And now if we refresh the front page, okay, the reason it doesn't show is because we haven't got a latitude and longitude, so we're just going to need to look that up. Okay. Okay, there we go. So let's just go back to that post. And edit the post. Right, so the latitude there. And longitude there. And now hopefully we should see that on the front page. Yes, there we go. So you can see we've now got the two categories